needs to get Skjorta under control. You think Orfand would be the one to do it?
I don't know why the gods haven't taken care of her yet.
I hear you.
Goodbye.
Bye.
You should be helping Irlav. The Mages Guild runs more or less like it always did, but we lost quite a few members when the practice of necromancy was banned. Let's do business. Irlav should be waiting for you. What is it?
What do you want? Be seeing you.
Hooray!
I don't even know what a will-o'-the-wisp is, much less how to kill one. I think they're just swamp gas myself.
All right. So long.
Farewell. Hi.
Hi there. High mountain ranges rise to the borders in the north and east. And marshes and rainforests extend to the southeast borders.
I'm listening.
What's the
Please,
news
go ahead.
from the other parts
Those who
of
live by the
Tamriel?
commands of the Nine.
They say
receive
syndicates of
blessings
wizards
and
have led a
strength
boycott of
when they
imperial
visit
goods
way
in the
shrines
land of the
Tiber
Altmer.
Septim.
The Altmer
Yes.
have powerful
Everyone's saying
wizards.
there's trouble in Kavash.
It could be
The
a
whole town
dangerous
destroyed.
situation.
Only a few survivors.
Good day. Go on.
Heard any news from the other provinces?
What do you want? The lands surrounding Lake Ramara are studded with small settlements, farms, and woodland game reserves. They say...
Go ahead, please. Take care.
The Altmer have powerful wizards. It could be a dangerous situation. Go ahead. I'm not saying Colovians are dumb. They're just hard-headed. Take care. Good morning.
Good morning.
What's new with you?
I ran into some goblins.
I don't know how to make this request any simpler, but to put it bluntly, Raylan the Gravefinder must die. A few months ago, that witch of a necromancer decided to inhabit Moss Rock Cavern just north of my inn. I don't know what she does in there. Frankly, I don't want to know. However, I do know that after she arrived, the woods at night became unsafe. I've seen undead of all types walking in the dark woods near the cave entrance. Now this area is getting a bad reputation, and my business has waned. Every day, it seems the number of undead increase. If someone can get into the cave and kill Raylan, maybe we can stem the tide. Her death pays a handsome bounty. I hope you'll take advantage of the opportunity. Still no news out of Elswell since everybody vanished. Strange business. A small settlement to the northwest of here, on the other side of the Silver Road to Bruma. We've had travelers through recently that say it's turned into a ghost town. Everyone vanished without a trace. Raylan will finally get what...
You. I've seen your kind. What's this about?
What's new with you?
I saw a mud crab a couple of days ago. Ugly. Farewell. Good morning.
What's going on with you?
They say syndicates of wizards have led a...
It seems Somerset Isle has become a much...
What
Good
can I
day.
do for you? Training? Goodness me, I'm retired. I'm afraid combat doesn't interest me anymore. All that matters to me now is Malene. The Imperial City itself is a walled city, with separate inner walls protecting the Imperial Palace. I'm no fool. I know she'd never be interested in an old man like me. It's enough just to be around her, to be in her company. Well, if you're dead set on learning something from me, then how about you do a little something for me first? Something for her, to be honest. I'd like to get her a gift of a sort. Nothing terribly fancy, and something useful. How about a nice silver pitcher and a set of 4 glasses? Here's 50 gold to cover the costs. That should be more than enough. Come see me when you've got everything, and we'll talk more. Bye.
Greetings. Well met.
How fare thee, friend?
It's true
A
whatever
good
we
man
say.
who honors the nine
Kvatch
may
is
visit
lost.
the... Go on. What's the news from the...
Do you have the gift?
Nothing I'd
Farewell.
like to talk about.
I have heard the Nord warrior... Hey,
How are you?
Been better. How about you?
I've been better.
I assume you've dealt with Raylan appropriately. I realize it's in poor taste to celebrate anyone's demise, but Raylan was evil through and through. You've done the right thing. I believe we had a contract. Here's my part. Can I interest you in some of my wares? You need to make a better offer. Come back. Thank you for saving my business.
Is there a problem? Keep moving, scum.
I guess it was nothing. I guess it was nothing.
Talk to Dirham in the inn. I'm tired of this minstrel's freak
Excuse me. We have a small problem that we hope you can help us with. You may be wondering why you can't see me. We are all wondering the same thing. Everyone in Ayleswell suddenly became invisible several weeks ago. It was sort of fun at first, but the novelty has definitely worn off now. You can imagine how difficult it is to run an inn while invisible. Once you get a reputation as a haunted inn, you can just forget about it. So we've all been keeping quiet, hoping the spell will wear off, but we're running out of patience. We're sure it was Ankatar's doing, but we can't find him. If you can help us, we will be extremely grateful. He's a wizard who took up residence in the ruins of Fort Caractacus a couple of years ago. He's caused us no end of trouble with his magical experiments, but nothing as bad as this. We've tried to find him, but had no luck. If he's still living in the fort, he's hiding from us, and no wonder. If you could find him and get him to remove this cursed invisibility, we will all be in your debt. It's just to the southeast of here. Follow the path down the hill. But watch out for the invisible monsters that infest the ruins. We're pretty sure he's still hiding out in Fort Caractacus, although he never answers when we've tried to find him. Make sure not to eat nightshade. It's very poisonous. Take care.
Well met. Perhaps you need new armor, a weapon. That seems that's a good deal. You... Two.
I don't want whatever you're selling. Oblivion take you! What is it you want from me? Yes, I have been working on a new invisibility spell. As you can see, it works quite well. Why? Oh, really? Everyone in town? That must have been what all the shouting was about a few weeks ago. I'm afraid I was engrossed in an experiment that required my full attention. You see, in order to increase the efficacy of the spell, the radius was likely to approach the... Oh, never mind, I don't mean to bore you. Ah, a fellow mage. Please excuse my rudeness earlier. I find most people extremely tedious, completely ignorant of the arcane. I came out here to get some privacy for my research. Instead, I was constantly bothered by the local peasantry. The explosions are scaring the sheep, or a plague of rats ate all our crops. Every day, another complaint. No understanding of the pitfalls of experimental magic. Finally, I decided that permanent invisibility was the only way to get some peace and quiet. I know you're about to quote Vanto's third law. Don't worry, I have not actually found a way to violate the conservation of perception. The invisibility is not actually permanent. You can tell the villagers not to worry. It will wear off eventually. Well, in a year or two, maybe a bit more. There's no way to be absolutely sure. That's the exciting thing about basic research. Really? I find being invisible quite refreshing. But if it will get everyone to leave me alone, fine. I did work out a counterspell last week. If I can just put my hand to it. Ah. Here. Stand in the center of town to make sure you get everyone. Oh, and make sure... Never mind. It should be fine. Yes, just read the scroll in the middle of town. It should work. Although... Just in case, it might be best if you wore this ring while you were casting the spell. I make them myself, very useful for this kind of research. Not that I think anything will go wrong. Serious side effects are highly unlikely. Don't forget to wear that ring I gave you when you cast the spell. Not that there's anything to worry about. I am sorry about that. Just use the reverse invisibility scroll I gave you. Goodbye. Look what you've done! Spoiled my invisibility! This is my reward for trying to help the wretched villagers? What do you mean, you need another one? I believe the instructions were very clear. Stand in the middle of Ayleswell and read the scroll! Hard to believe that anyone could find that too complicated. Lucky for you, I made a backup scroll. Here, but I don't want to see you again. What is it now? You wasted it again, didn't you? It is truly pathetic that the fools in Ayleswell actually trusted you to save them. Now, get out of my sight before I make you sorry you meddled in my affairs. What is it? I take no responsibility for your stupidity. You too. By the... Oh. What is it? Goodbye.
Hey, do you mind not trampling on my crop? Oh, don't get me wrong, some of my best friends are elves. But self-important jerks like Ankatar give them all a bad name. Take care.
Thank you, thank you. I can't tell you how good it feels to be able to see myself again. My sisters, on the other hand, I wouldn't mind if they had stayed invisible. Ah, me. Friend, you are welcome at the Ayleswell Inn anytime, free of charge. We haven't seen him since that whole invisibility mess. I hope it stays that way. You too.
You really enjoy this whole hero thing, don't you? Everybody fawning all over you. I'm not like that. If he's smart, he'll keep out of my way. High elf and a mage to boot, the worst kind of arrogance. I see no reason to... Go bother someone else. Oh, it's you. My brother goes on and on about you. I know you saved us and everything, but it does get tiresome after a while. Typical Altmer. Thinks the whole world is made for his convenience. If I had my way, we'd go down there and burn him out. Let him find some other place for his little experiments. I'm not listening to you. It's because I don't like you. Go bother someone else. Help!
Thank you. Take care. Ah! Goodbye.
You're about Vatican, are you? It's a damn shame. I haven't been giving the project the attention it deserves. The last report I received from Scalil indicated there was some sort of problem, a blocked passage or something that they couldn't get past. I'd investigate it further, but I'm needed here with the Council. Romanus says you've got a good head on your shoulders. Look into it for me, will you? You can find Scalil at the site. Access is restricted, so you'll need this key. She's the mage heading up the on-site research. She can tell you more about whatever it is that's impeding their progress. I don't know what Archmage Traven... It's an alien ruin southwest of Cheydinhall. We suspect that there are some interesting things inside, so a research project was established. Scalil is there now, working on investigating the ruins. I eagerly await your return.
You have business here? Don't tell me Jarl sent you. Erlov sent you, did he? Figures. He can't be bothered to come check on his own project, so he sends someone who knows nothing about it. And this is supposed to help? No offense to you, friend. It's not your fault. And perhaps you can help. If you can figure out how to use the pillar, I'd be thrilled. You're welcome to try your hand at it. Make sure not to eat nightshade. It's very poisonous. That's what we're calling it, only because we don't know what it really is, or was. It's magical, we know that much. Enchanted somehow. We think it's a lock of some sort, but haven't been able to figure out how it works. All I can say for sure is that it reacts to magic, badly most of the time. Several mages were hurt attempting to cast spells at it. It's at the bottom of the ruins, if you wish to try your luck. Be careful, though. It could be quite hazardous to your health. Best to play it safe. No complex magic. Stick to basic spells with single effects. It's not worth taking unnecessary risks. This place has been nothing but trouble as far as I'm concerned. Since we disposed of the creatures that had taken up residence here, it's been nothing but a fight to figure out how the place works. The pillar has had us stumped for more than a week now, not to mention the injuries it's caused. It's connected to the rest of the chamber. We know that much. We just don't know how it works. I've given up trying to figure it out. It's just beyond us. Why Denel stays down there, I have no idea. He's just asking to get killed. What a waste of my talents.
Sent you in to try your hand at the thing, have they? I heard the Fighters Guild got the Fallen Rock contract, but the guy is just sitting around drinking beer. I've had my fill of the place, that's for sure. And I've got the scars to prove it. Once we figured out the pillar reacted to spells, we tried out a few. I think I was only unconscious for an hour or so, but that was enough for me. I'm trying to help Scalil as best I can, but I'm not going near the thing again. I don't know how much Scalil told you. We know that it reacts to magic, but every time we've tried, the thing shocks whomever cast the spell. It hasn't been fatal for anyone yet, but we stopped trying after the first few attempts. I can tell you, it really hurts. The only thing we haven't figured out is the markings. You see them on the walls? They must relate to the pillar, but I don't know how. If we had some sort of reference, something to compare them to, we might be able to decipher them, but we lack anything like that. Scalil might have a book that would be useful, but she's been skulking over the way Erlov's been treating her. Perhaps you could ask her for it. I don't know. Anything that might help explain these inscriptions in the ruins. They're like nothing we've seen to date. I don't know what else to say. Until we have some sort of reference for understanding these symbols, we'll never figure this thing out. Take care.